Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. The power of words. Ebony's plea to the gods. Tadenikawo is the heir apparent, and I will never oppose that again. And Queen Naomi will never be hurt again. Not by me. Nobody will ever use me against Queen Naomi again. It is not a small something they right. Oh, they say, anyhow, when bird fly go up now for ground now, he go come drink water. Hey. I come before you with a heart heavy with reflection and humility. I have witnessed the power of word, the weight they carry, and the ripples they create in great river of destiny. And so I stand, I kneel before thee, before thy gods, before the sacred spirit of our ancestors to lay my heart bare. There comes a time when a mother, no matter how strong-willed, must humble herself before forces greater than her, before the undeniable decree of the gods, before the truth, into the very fabric of tradition. Today, that moment has come for me, Ebony. With my knee pressed to the sacred edge, tears cascading like a river of remorse, I raise my voice, not in, defense, not in entitlement, but in deep and sincere supplication. I, Ebony, kneel before the revered Diety, my heart pounding with the weight of my word. I weep not just for myself, but for the harmony of the great throne, for the sanctity of tradition, for the peace of our kingdom. The gods have spoken and their decree is clear. Tadenikawo is the heir apparent, the chosen one, the divine seat of the sacred throne of Ife. Who am I to contest the voice of the gods? Who am I to challenge the cause of destiny? No longer shall my lip utter words that stir division, for I have seen the light of understanding and embrace it wholly. Let the drums of Ife resound across the land. Let the Opa Ora Miyan stand firm in its glory, unchallenged, unshaken. Let the ancient throne of our forefathers remain blessed, adorned only by those whom the gods have chosen. For I now know that the hands of destiny cannot be forced. They move only at the will of Olodumare. I speak now not as one who contends, but, as one who seeks peace. I never said my son was superior to Tadenikawo, listen, no. But that was never my intention. I only wish for my son and Tadenikawo to stand as equal, both sons of royal lineage, both bound by the sacred bloodline of king. My son, a double prince by birth, carries royalty in his veins. But I now understand that royalty is not just in blood, it is in destiny, in divine calling, in the will of the gods. And so, let it be known across the four corners of our land, never again shall I stand against their apparent. Never again shall Queen Naomi, the mother of the chosen one, suffer pain or distress because of my word or action. The gods bear me witness to my vows, and the spirit of our ancestors hear my plea. With open arms, I embrace the path of unity. With a heart renewed, I honor the sacred tradition of our father. And with faith unshaken, I trust in the wisdom of the gods, knowing that they have ordained no mortal hand can alter. It is not a small something, no. Hey. In fact, Kabiesi, Iyanifa, will not try to restore the ancient, the sword, the ancient sword. The fear of ancient sword is the beginning of everything in Ife. Is this the almighty Ebony? Are you the one speaking? It is your spirit that is speaking. I do not know. Just few minutes after Ebony, gave birth to that baby, Ebony went on social media and declared that the heir apparent, you're the heir apparent and all of that. And everywhere just went booze. Like, what are you saying? What do you mean? How dare you? Everybody had an opinion and all of that. Ebony continued and she refused. And she went on and on and on and on. But at the time, you and I know that there were people backing them. They already knew that the ancient sword was inactive. Even Ooni of Ife knew that the ancient sword was inactive, but he didn't want to say it so that people would not take advantage of it. A lot of people didn't know. Even me at the time, I did not know that the ancient sword was inactive. And that was why everybody could do as they pleased. Everybody, they were just anything they liked, they were doing. Nobody cared. Everybody had something, had an opinion. That this, that. Everything that was not right, they were doing. How is it possible that a child that was born to a king, a big king like the Ooni of Ife, at the time where they wanted that child most, will now be the last, like your own that they just gave birth to barely 6 months ago, will be the heir apparent? How? And you know, one thing that a lot of people are surprised about is the fact that in Ile-Ife, the fact that your father is a king doesn't even mean that you would be a king. When that time comes, people are allowed to contest the position. Their kingship goes from one house to the other. Now, it is the Gise ruling house. The next time, it might go to the Lafogidi, or it might go to another ruling house. And all the princes from that house will come out and contest. And if anybody wins, they go. Now, why it was even necessary for Ebony to start with this drama is not even a reason why anybody understand. And they say it is because of her drama that made the Ooni of Ife to present Tadenikawo before the gods. The reason is because Ooni does not know tomorrow if he's not there. He wants Tadenikawo to be in a place where the gods favors him. And they say that is what happens in the Ile-Ife tradition, that the king has the right to present a child to the gods. The king has the right to present 2 children to the gods. A king has the right to present 3 boys to the gods. Any of them, the gods should be able to favor that child when it returns back to their own, lineage. And they said it was because of the way Ebony started behaving that made Ooni of Ife to go and present Tadenikawo. And right now, with what has happened to her, she has been begging and begging that they should forgive her. They should forgive her. They said she went to the shrine. She was crying and begging on her knee, begging and crying that she'll never go close to Queen Naomi again. She'll never touch Tadenikawo. She'll never say this thing that, yes, she agrees with the gods that Tadenikawo is the heir apparent and all of that. And they say that all of these things that are happening in the palace of the Ooni of Ife usually is the ancient sword that is in the palace that is supposed to be washing and seeing what is transpiring inside the palace and be giving them their verdict one after the other. And they say the first person that ancient sword dealt with, first, Ebony's uncle. One woman again, and the ancient sword is showing Ebony Kabara right now. Hopefully, with everything that has been done, they are able to forgive her. We don't know how this is going to play out, but they say she has gone to cry for forgiveness. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.